Hey, Athena's Goddesses and Adoni, happy Valentine's Day week. I hope that you're making incredible connections with your clients during the busiest week of the year for the sex toy industry. And during this week-long celebration of love, we're excited to invest the next 30 minutes talking about the greatest love of all, self-love. Welcome to this edition of Just the Tip, starring Dawn Cox, Chrissy Shedd, Lindsay Kerr, and Jennifer Nittolo. You know, one of the things that I've found as I've aged is that there are parts of my body that I have loved less because of the appearance of my skin. Cellulite on my thighs, stretch marks on my belly, dark circles under my eyes. And I know that many women go through this in their lifetime. When I hit 40 though, I came to the realization that I had spent a large part of my life hating parts of my body. And that made me sad. So I vowed to love myself and those areas more. So in recent years, there has been this whole body positive movement, and it's refreshing to see women embracing their gray hairs and their belly rolls and their wrinkles. You know, we've allowed airbrushed models and unrealistic expectations of beauty take control of the way we feel about our own bodies. So it's important to recognize that the products we sell that treat skin issues should be promoted not because something is wrong with an individual, but as a way to promote self-love and self-care. Because everybody you meet has skin, and skin needs to be cared for in order to maintain good health. We have superior products that treat various skin issues that your clients are looking to treat. So let's start the conversation about ingredients and demo tips so that you can help more people than ever before. So here's your first code word, write it down, it's love. L-O-V-E. Your first code word is love. You know, we've all heard the co-owner and co-creator of our incredible skincare line tell us that 80% of what goes on our skin goes in our skin. And her products are natural and made to make a difference in people's lives. We align her company and mine so well because our mission is to bring products to clients to make them happier and healthier. So here with the inside scoop and tips for you to do just that is Dawn. Welcome, Dawn.
So the first product we're going to talk about today is our stretch mark cream. Now, the one thing I want you to understand is not just about stretch marks. It really should be called a stretch mark and scar cream. And I'll tell you why. First of all, if you are fortunate enough to not have stretch marks yet, and I've never met anybody that over the course of their life didn't get a few. Male, female, it makes no difference. It's part of the aging process. A stretch mark is formed in the mid-layer of the dermis. It is caused by small skin tears because those are actual fibers, and they start to stretch and then they pull apart. And that's what causes the striation or the discoloration. Now, one thing to really note is not everybody's stretch marks are the same color. Depending on your ethnicity and your skin tone and how much you're out in the sun, your age, the medications you're on, whether or not you're a smoker, whether or not you've gotten a lot of natural sunshine or are going to tanning booths, you're going to have all kinds of colors. So stretch marks can be red, pink, gray, white, blue, or purple, or any combination of those things. So a lot of time you will see something that you think is a varicose vein on your legs, but it's actually a stretch mark. Now, I want you to understand that you don't just need stretch mark cream when you're gaining weight. This is not just for pregnant people. This is absolutely not just for that. We serve a whole array of people with it. If you're a weightlifter and you're looking to bulk up, you're going to get stretch marks if you don't do some precautionary things. If you're dieting, especially yo-yo dieting, and you're losing a lot of weight, if you don't drink enough water as you age and you get dehydrated, your skin is going to pull and those fibers are not going to be so tight. So again, it's not just pregnancy. Now, I cannot make a stretch mark go away. What I can do is fade the coloration by moisturizing, vitaminizing, and mineralizing your skin. And what else that will do is, regardless of what it is that you're going through, whether you're a major athlete, whether you're pregnant and nursing, no matter what you're doing, the main thing is to give the skin elasticity. And that's what this product does. If you have had skin removal surgery, this will even help those scar areas. We have had several testimonials of people call in and say, I just had major surgery. I was cut from stem to stern. My doctor's asking me what I'm put on it because it's healing so beautifully. So it's not just for pregnant women. Stretch mark and scar cream. We can lessen what's there, and we can prep you for what you're about to do. If you've just found out that you're pregnant or you're thinking of getting pregnant, I strongly suggest you do this as a preliminary moisturization of the body, because anything you do to hydrate the skin will help it stretch further before those strands are broken, leaving the discoloration.
So now we're going to have Goddess Chrissy Shedd tell you how she sells stretch mark cream. And before we do, I'm going to give you your second code word, everybody, and it's YOUR. YOUR is your second code word. Chrissy, take it away.
It's not just for stretch marks, you guys. There are so many amazing things in this product that can do so much for so many different types of problematic skin and people themselves. So yes, of course, pregnancy. Pregnancy stretch marks, that's what we think, right? So absolutely talk about it to people that know pregnant people, to people that are planning on becoming pregnant themselves, or post-pregnancy, because it helps with elasticity coming back and bouncing back. Also, bodybuilders, weightlifters, and people that work out, even those that aren't building hard. If you know anything about building or training, when you grow muscle, it's stretching the skin too. So people that are going to begin that regimen, this is the new year, people want to go to the gym and work that out, but also people that are looking to lose weight. When you lose weight, you will get stretch marks. This helps with the redness of the skin, the purple, and the deepness of those stretch marks. And I can tell you right now, I have one client that he had surgery. He was very obese and he wanted to lose that weight and become healthier. His mom said that it looks like a cat went like this down his body. So she's like, let me try this. And a few weeks later, she called me and she's like, the redness is now pink. And I said, oh my gosh, I'm going to reach out to you again in a month. I want to know how it is. So I called her in a month. She's like, I need 2 more tubs of that. They're white now. They're less. They're diminished. He's more confident. And she's like, I'm going to sell this so much for you. So again, using your people for that. But that was huge. So please use that story. Also, organic, you guys. This is huge for so many people. This product is completely organic, right? High in fatty acids to hydrate and nourish the skin to improve the elasticity. Also, mango butter, it helps with maturing skin as well. This is something that nobody would think of, or not many people would think of with stretch mark cream. Maturing skin, aging skin, sagging skin, wrinkles. This is going to help tighten that, right? It also can help with people suffering from eczema and psoriasis. Again, something you wouldn't think of, spot treating for that. The shea in it relieves itchy, peeling, dry skin. So using stretch mark cream when you go on vacation, when you get the redness in your skin or the dryness, this will help with that as well. It helps with razor irritation, bumps, and the sunflower oil in it is an antioxidant to help with irritated red skin as well. So you can use that as spot treatment for irritated skin. And then the hemp oil in it helps prevent aging, fine lines, back to our aging clientele, right? I'm not aging, it's just smile a lot. So this helps with all of that as well. Also, it plays a crucial role in the tightening of that aging skin. So you can use it on the neck and the arms as well. I promote it with our Ellies for our moms to be. I promote it with our Afterglow for my gym people. And then I promote it with our collagen for my aging folks. So stretch mark cream.
I mean, you've hit so many different groups of people that would be interested in the product. And I want to add one more to it, Chrissy, and that's growing teenage boys. Yes, right? My Gabriel, okay, he was a chubby little guy for the longest time, and then all of a sudden he just started to grow taller and taller and taller. He grew like 5 inches in 1 year, and he had stretch marks all up the sides of his body. And again, as much as we teach self-love and loving your body, he hated the stretch marks. So I gave him stretch mark cream. He started rubbing them in, and those red went to pink and the pink went to white, and now they're not noticeable. I mean, he was embarrassed. He wanted to wear a t-shirt in the summer to go in the pool. And, you know, as much as I would say to him, take your shirt off, it's okay, nobody cares, he still wanted to leave his shirt on. And now He takes his shirt off. You saw him in Mexico.
Yeah.
He was confident. And as much as we don't want people to feel ashamed of their bodies, it's just the way it is. It's, you know, and we can do a lot of work around that at our parties, teaching people to love their bodies. But it's going to take a long time for, you know, us to help people, you know, recover from the unrealistic expectations that the, you know, the media has put on us about what a beautiful body looks like, you know. So
Absolutely.
we definitely don't want to make anyone feel bad that they have stretch marks. We just want them to know that we can help fade them if they are uncomfortable with them. This particular product can work for teenage boys, pregnant moms, people at the gym, people that are aging. I mean, we're all aging every day. I mean, what a wonderful product that can treat and help so many different people. So thanks for sharing your demo ideas, Chrissy.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Okay, Dawn, it's back to you. I would like to hear about your next product that you have to share with us in our Just the Tip learning series.
So let's talk about your Cellulite Buster. I am in love with this balm. It is not a nut butter, so it's a very, almost an herbal salve consistency. It smells like heaven. There's something about the smell of actual cold-pressed Colombian coffee beans. It's just breathtaking. So those are cold pressed. And if you remember, I told you we're a slow melt factory. And what that means is when we are putting all the ingredients into our hopper, that's what it's called, we turn it on the lowest possible temperature to slowly melt everything in so that we don't cook any of the good ingredients out of the products. Now, what does Cellulite Buster do? Well, of course it works on cellulite. You can have cellulite on any part of your body. Now, the older I get, I'm going to fight it on my arms. You can have it on your shoulders. You might have it on your back and you can't see it. It's not just on your legs or hips or thighs. The nice thing about this coffee butter, and my favorite use of it, is to put it under my eyes as I'm going to sleep. You talk about tightening pores and tightening skin and lifting everything. Did you know that real coffee oil and coffee essential oil has 3 times more antioxidant properties than matcha green tea? Who'd have thought it? And it's the enzymes in the caffeine of the coffee oil that breaks down the actual fat, and it makes swollen areas diminish. If you have never researched real coffee oil and green coffee essential oil, I strongly suggest you do that. If you will put this butter on in a circular motion, and you need to do it for 2 weeks before you call Jen and say, I didn't see a big enough response to what I put on. 2 weeks. Circular motion. Now, it really helps if you put a warm towel on the area of your body and compress it for 5 to 8 minutes after you put it on. And you will have to keep this. You can do 2 weeks on and 2 weeks off, and you will see a massive difference in 4 weeks. And the longer that you use it, the less cellulite buildup out you'll get, because the astringent properties in the enzyme will keep them from plumping up to the next point that you would have another little waffle iron rippling. We don't want those. So the Cellulite Buster Coffee Balm, you can't go wrong.
You know what, Dawn, when I put this on, I take a scoop out, I rub it between my hands, get it nice and warm, and then I rub my butt in circular motion up and down my legs, and I rub in a big circular motion. Sometimes Kurt just like pops into the bathroom just to watch that part. I'm naked, rubbing my butt. And, you know, I never feel like, oh God, I hate my legs, I hate my butt. I'm always like, hey butt, this is for you. I'm giving you a little treat as I rub it on. So I'm saying all like these self-affirming things while I'm trying to firm up that cellulite.
We do have people that sell this as Brazilian butt butter. So that's a very good point that you made, because you know, that derriere area needs a lot of love.
It sure does. Our whole body needs a lot of love. And I love that your products do that for me. I really do. So the person who I asked to come and talk about your cellulite coffee butter is Miss Girafrica herself. That's Jen Nittolo, who's been using her profits to not only sustain her lifestyle, but also to sock away money to go on her dream vacation to Africa, which is happening this year. I'm so proud of her. And here she is to talk about the cellulite coffee butter, because she sells a lot of it, Jen Nittolo. Welcome, Jen.
I'm so excited. This is a product that I love to show at my parties, and here is exactly how I demo it. I'm obsessed with this stuff. Now, the first thing I want to tell you right off the bat, second ingredient, Colombian Arabica beans. You know the caffeine content in this is high. put on enough of this stuff and you'll be buzzing throughout your entire day. But for me, I'll tell you right now, I love to put this on right when I step out of the shower. My pores are already open from the hot water, so I put it right on my thighs, because Mama's got some thighs, okay? And then, you know, I usually show my thigh here. I've got some cottage cheese going on. So I love to use this because it helps to smooth my skin and it helps to bring the moisture back to it. It's got a lot of antioxidants in it, vitamin A and E. And as you all know, as I've told you, everything is all natural that I show you. We love the natural products. So you're really nourishing your skin while at the same time giving yourself that little bit of pick-me-up and buzz that you need for your day. So I'm going to pass this around for you all to experience it for yourself.
Jen, that's easy. That's an easy peasy demo. You mentioned ingredients. You mentioned that you use it yourself, and I just love it. So what tips do you have about the way you present it, and like, do you pass it around to everybody to smell? Do you invite people to put it on? What other sales tips do you have for us?
My tip is honestly not to talk too much for too long, but also you can do it a little bit different each time depending on your audience, right? Like sometimes I'll add in something extra like, oh my gosh, I used this for a full 2 weeks before my Mexico trip with Athena's, and that way I was able to wear my bikini with confidence. Right, so you can do something a little bit different every time if you want, depending on your audience. So that's what you want to do. And whenever someone has a question, answer it, right? Like mention the essential oils that are in it as well, like the argan oil. It has that. It's got sweet almond oil. It's just really an amazing product. And you also want to mention, because I know one of the big things that people say is like, oh, well, I need a 5-gallon tub of that. So one of the things that I always respond with is, no, a little bit goes a long way. So this one tub is going to last you so long, like at least a year, over a year. So that's a good selling tip for it as well, is that people like products that last them a long time. Some people use it underneath their eyes too.
That's a good
point. Every once in a while I'll do that. Mm-hmm. And then like, I know, you know, people always have to remember the whole 80% of what you put on your skin goes in your skin, 60% of that amount ends up in your bloodstream, which is also part of what gives you the caffeine. The general response is a positive one. The general response is like, oh my gosh, it smells so great, I'm gonna need some of this. And like once I tell them that like a teensy little bit goes a long way and that it's thick and it's gonna stay on your skin, like that tends to sell it.
When you're doing a demo and somebody walks in and they already have their Dunkin' Donuts coffee with them, you know, there's lots of people who carry around their coffee with them everywhere they go. You know, you can point out right away when you see that person, oh my gosh, you love your coffee. I have something that you're going to love in this demo. And that's a great way to start a connection right away from someone who walks in. You know, you'll be able to spot your coffee girl right away. It's also fun to mention that it's great after a night of partying as like a hangover treatment, you know, to wake you up with the smell. The smell is so intense and strong. I mean, it smells like coffee. And of course, you can couple it with the coffee scrub for people who really love coffee. You could even do like a special for your coffee lovers, you know, so you could bundle the two and take $1 off. So that's another tip for you. So thank you so much for being part of Just the Tip, the learning series, Jen. And thanks for sharing with all the Goddesses and Adoni how you sell this product. All right, Dawn, you have one more product to show us. Which one is it?
One more, and I might have saved the best for last. It depends on what day it is. I am talking about the Orange You Beautiful Cream. I love the name because it really is a crushed organic orange in a jar. Yes, you heard me. Vitamin C on steroids. Tall drink of water for your body. Let's just talk about the bullet points of what it will do. It's anti-aging. It's an antioxidant. It fights acne and blackheads. It won't clog your pores, so it's non-comedogenic. It heals blemishes. It brightens, lightens, and tones the skin. It lightens dark circles. There's deep hydration. It adds elasticity to the body. It's a good cuticle cream for your nails. It's perfect as a texturizing conditioner for your hair. It gives healthy skin glow, improves circulation, blood flow, color, and texture, mastitis relief for you women who are breastfeeding. It's also wonderful aromatherapy, quite a mood lifter. It prevents moisture loss on your skin, reduces pore size, tightens sagging skin, slows premature aging and DNA degradation. It is even a little bit of muscle relief. It helps with sore joints. And now on top of all of this, it deals with your wrinkles and your fine lines. It really is a major vitamin C product. Now, there's no scent in this product. This is an actual crushed orange with the sweet orange essential oil that's not put in there for scent. It's put in there to add more vitamin C to the body in a form of vitamin C the body can absorb and actually use. The antioxidant properties of it means that it neutralizes free radicals. And free radicals are the things that cause premature skin aging. It can cause premature age spots, whether you have the brown spots or the little raised skin tags. This helps with all of that. Not to mention, it smells fantastic. Again, it's good for head to toe. The one thing I will encourage is don't put it on and then go out and lay in the sun, or put it on and go and get into a tanning booth, because it can make you photosensitive. What you do want to do, especially when it gets a little bit warmer, put it in the refrigerator, not because you have to, but when you put it on after it's chilled a little bit and on your warm body, when you've just come in from outside or you're just getting out of the tub or a hot shower, it literally just melts into your skin.
I have asked one of our top sellers, actually the top seller of R&G Beautiful and the whole company, to tell you why she sells so much and how she sells so much. So up next we have Goddess Lindsay Kerr from Massachusetts, from the Cape. She's here to talk about R&G Beautiful with all of you.
So R&G Beautiful is something that's good for anyone and anyone's skin, and really any part of your body. I like to let people touch my face. At my demo, I ask if they want to. It's kind of like a big glass of water for your skin. So if you use it on your cuticles, on the bottom of your feet, you can use it on your butt if you want to get rid of cellulite. But my favorite use for it is I have acne-prone skin, and I get acne in this area. I'm in blackheads, and I have enlarged pores and all of that, all of it, and I have acne scars. So what I use this for is to, the vitamin C oil, it helps to like block pigmentation. So instead of like when you go out in the sun and you get UV damage and things, free radicals, they damage your skin. This protects your skin from that. So if you have scars, it will help lighten the pigmentation around the scars. So I have what's called melasma. I have sun damage on my upper lip and some parts of my face, and this lightens that so that I don't look like I have a mustache. Also, it's an antioxidant, so it protects and it helps fight off toxins. Basically, it's like the orange peel and the like mush inside the orange got like mashed up, and it gets turned into an oil. And the other awesome thing about it is that you can use it for like aromatherapy purposes. So the orange is a really soothing smell. So it can like balance your mood, and it can help with headaches, because remember that essential oil fragrance products are specifically designed to not give you a migraine, like some perfumes can do, or some things that are alcohol fragrance. So pretty much the sum of everything you can do with that product.
You talk about your personal skin issues so that people can see that it's something that you use and something that you love. I mean, you can feel it, like, you know this product and you're passionate about it. I can feel it as you're talking about it. Tell me where you put it in your demo.
I just show what I use. I took a shower this morning and I washed my face with our face wash, and then I exfoliate with something, also the coffee scrub. I do that like 2 to 3 times a week. And then when I get out, I use a toner, and then I put on collagen serum, the Gracefully, and then I put R&G Beautiful on as a moisturizer, and that's it. And that works underneath my makeup when I do wear it, which isn't often, but when I do wear makeup, it works underneath that as well. So I show it with those Athena's products, and I've done a package on them before as well. Like I did a Face the Fall package with the coffee scrub and the R&G Beautiful and Gracefully. You can package that with pretty much any, I mean, it's because of the scent and it's light, you could mask that under any of our products. It wouldn't sort of like overpower any of the other scents we have. So it works well, but especially like for hands too. Actually, when we tested it, do you remember we put it on our hands at the GAB meeting? Mm-hmm. So I put it on the back of my hand, and I remember you and I specifically going, oh my God, like a few minutes later, it was so soft. And I thought it was just for your hands. And then Dawn had said, oh, did you know you could use this on your face? And I was like, ding, 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 because my dermatologist told me to use oil-based products on my skin because they absorb into the skin better than like lotions and things like that. So that's like the spiel that I give my clients pretty much. It's a lot that I talk about that, but I love it. So
Yeah, and your skin looks beautiful and glowing here on the video. I mean,
I just put it on this morning. Like literally, my skin is hours later. It's so soft. Like I'll put it on in the morning, and I go to a party in the afternoon, and I'm like, you guys, you have to touch my face. Like you have to understand what this feels like, and that's I think why I sell so much of it is because they're like, wow, when they touch my skin, it's like hours later, it's still really soft.
When you're demoing it, do you let them actually try the product?
I highly recommend that they put it on themselves. I don't put it on, but I do pass it around and tell them like put some on the back of your hand or your cuticles, because it helps soothe those too. Like if you have acrylic nails or gel or shellac or anything, sometimes it lifts towards the nail when they start to grow out. So using that in that area works too. And so anyone I see that has those nails like I do, I'm like, oh, put this on. Like there's a lot of different ways you can connect with people with this product specifically.
Well, that's really smart because, I mean, when you look around a room, a wide variety of women have gel nails or acrylic nails. So that's really smart to look around and pinpoint those folks. And I think that everybody that you meet wants to have a more youthful glow on their face. So I love Aren't You Beautiful since that GAB meeting where we did lock eyes and be like, ooh, you know, and, you know, I use it on my face, and the aromatherapy properties are fantastic. Just taking that big huff of orange in the morning. It's like orange juice in the morning, you know, just that you can almost, it almost makes your mouth water for like those vitamins that are sinking into the skin. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that too. Thanks so much for sharing your demo tips with us, Lindsay. And have you had any customer feedback? Anybody who's gotten back to you and said, oh my gosh, I love this?
Yeah, I do. So I do a Goddess box, like a subscription box. And when we implemented this in our line, I put that in anyone's Goddess box who wants spa products. And all of them got back to me and they were like, what is that? Like that product is amazing. So I know that the girls who received Goddess box from me loved it. But then also I've had customers who have purchased it and been like, that's the best thing I've used for my skin in such a long time. I mean, obviously it's different for everyone's skin, just like, you know, like some of our products work really well for other people and not so well for me. You have to kind of try different things to see what works best for your skin. But the main like uses that I get, or like the main purpose for using Orangey Beautiful that I have heard from dermatologists and also from like research about vitamin C, is to brighten your skin, firm it, and defend it. And so a lot of people are saying, like, I feel like I don't have as much sun damage. I feel like my skin is still soft under my makeup. My makeup's not like cracking, or you can't see wrinkles. It almost works as like a primer too, a lot of people have said. So I get so much good feedback about this product. And it's all for your face. Like, I feel like even though you can use it on other parts of your body, I feel like the only feedback I get is from people who put it on their face. But it is possible to use it pretty much anywhere else.
I hope that we see sales of this product rise so that it stays on our line forever, because it's such.
Please sell this. Please sell it. It's so good. I'll be so sad if it gets discontinued. It's amazing, but you have to use it. Try it. If you haven't tried it, try it yourself and see what you think. And then it will be easy for you to talk about it at parties, because clearly I love it. You can tell. But that's how it works. You sell what you love. And if you show something and it's like dear to your heart, it will help you sell it.
So Dawn, my last question for you is, do you have any other tips about how to sell the products to clients at parties?
My favorite thing to do is find the quietest person in the room. That's the first thing I do. I find the quietest person in the room, the one that may not speak up. There's always one. If you've got more than 3 people in the room, there's always one. Go to them first, open a jar, put it on. You don't have to say a word. Just put it on, hold it up to their nose, watch for a reaction. If you go to the person who's already talking a lot or is a lot excited, it's not going to trickle. You need to start with the person in the room who's the most quiet, the most reserved, and pull them out of their shell. because it's their expression, like seeing something for the first time through a child's eyes, that moves everybody to action in the room. So that's kind of a secret for me, Jen.
I think that's really smart. It also includes the quiet person, because I feel that sometimes those quiet folks get overlooked, you know, like they spend their life being invisible. So when someone pays attention to them and says, hey, I'm going to come see you first, not the cheerleader, I'm going to come see you first. Like it's a very nice gesture, you know, it makes them feel seen. So I really like that tip. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I have learned that if I can get the product on the skin, that I've got a customer for life. So when you're taught how to sell cars, they tell you to answer all the questions, put everything out there, and then shut up. Sometimes it's very difficult for us to do because we feel uncomfortable with a pause in the room, right? The pregnant pause, they call it. So put it on their skin and keep massaging. You don't have to rush to say anything. You don't have to say, what do you think? What do you think? Don't you love it? And then put it up to their nose and let them breathe it in and wait for an honest reaction. If you don't get what you're looking for, you can always reframe it, but I will tell you, this doesn't go wrong for me.
I think that Orange Beautiful would be a great product for, and the coffee scrub would be great for those morning mimosa parties, you know, mimosas.
Absolutely.
You know, those are great combinations. Or you could even do a special at those morning dildos and donuts, mimosas and mischief, you know, brunch parties, because, you know, it's like orange juice. You know, when you open that Orangey Beautiful, I mean, you smell that morning refreshing orange. I mean, it's fabulous. And then Cellulite coffee buddy, you open it up and it is a fresh cup of coffee. There's no doubt. So those are two great items for those theme parties, I think, too. So that's another great tip. You could do like a dildos and donuts breakfast special for those two items. That would be another good selling tip too.
Everything smells fresh. It really is the real deal essential oil blends. You don't have these horrible phthalates in there that give you a headache. I remember the first time I brought 50 products to you, you're like, no, if I smell scents, I get a headache. And I said, no, you won't. And by the end of the hour at that first gab, you were like, I don't have a headache, because we're using the real deal. So there's no weird plasticky smell. It's just a lot of beauty in a jar.
I always appreciate that about your products, is that they're natural and they feel good and they smell good and they're good for you. That's the best part, is that it's actually good for you, because we've been sold, you know, this idea of from the cosmetic industry and the beauty industry that, you know, we need these foaming face washes. We need that has to foam, it has to lather. And then you find out that all the chemicals that they put in to make foam and lather are actually not good for your body.
They strip the skin. Absolutely. But it's a learning curve for most people until they see the results.
That's right. So thank you for sharing your wisdom, sharing your sales tips with us, because I really feel that when Goddesses and Adoni go out and do their shows, they'll be able to give very good, accurate information about the products, which, hey, the better your demo, the more you sell, the more money you make. And and beyond all that, you're helping people. You're helping people lead happier and healthier lives. So thanks for being there with us side by side. We walk that path together. So thank you all for being part of our Just the Tip learning series. Remember to share your aha moment on the Athena's Facebook page thread for this webinar by Friday at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the chance to win all 3 of these fantastic facial products. That's a $73.99 prize pack for one lucky winner. And remember that participating in this entire series and selling $6,000 in SV earns you a free product in May and the chance to win a key to the $10,000 treasure box. You could even win a prize pack that contains every product that is featured in this learning series, and that prize pack is valued at $536.96. So just check your Just the Tip flyer for the details. And don't forget to submit your Google Doc by Friday at 11:59 p.m. so that we know you were here. And your final code word is BODY, BODY. Your final code word is body. So please join us for our final Just the Tip webinar, which is going to be called All About Oils. I am so glad that you are participating in this selling series. Your product knowledge matters to your clients. It brings value to them. And thank you to our wonderful guest speakers for sharing their wisdom and their tips. And thank you for showing up to receive Just the Tip. Until next time, Goddess bless.